Join us as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
While they're announcing the starters, which I don't love, but that's kind of the hand we're dealt.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center on the campus of Kalamazoo College for this afternoon's men's basketball matchup between the Britons of Albion College and the Hornets of Kalamazoo College. We apologize for getting on the air a little late here, but Zach Metz next to me, Carson Balker. Carson, thanks for coming back. Kalamazoo's won some wild ones over the past week. We've all seen it. It's been quite entertaining. Albion a little bit more different stylistically. Not going to put up as many threes, but they do have some big-time inside presence. What do you think the Hornets have to do to get a win today?
Today, I think they have to definitely watch out for that interior attack. I think that, like you said, they're not going to take a whole lot of threes today. Their leading shooter being out for this game, Willems. So I think that Albion's game plan is going to be to more attack down low, attack where they can. And I think that they just need a strong interior defense today, and then a rolling offense, as the Nets always are.
Let's take a look at the starters. They're being announced right now, but for Albion, a junior guard from Troy, Michigan, number 4, Jalen Flanagan. A senior forward from Ann Arbor, Michigan, number 14, Marco Lucchese. A sophomore guard from Pontiac, Michigan, number 23, Cam Mays. A sophomore guard from Clarkston, Michigan, number 24, Nathan Steinman. And a senior forward from Detroit, Michigan, number 32, A.J. Barton. Albion coached by Jody May. Albion 7-9, 1-4 in league play. Kalamazoo 8-8, 2-3 in league play. Their starters go a sophomore guard from Howell, Michigan, number 5, Carter Bandimer. A sophomore guard from Grayling, Michigan, number 10, Caleb Call. A junior forward from Boise, Idaho, number 20, Lucas Broadsword. A freshman guard from San Diego, California, Patrick Perez. And a senior guard from Howell, Michigan, number 24, Bobby Samples. Our officials tonight, Jack O'Brien, Andrew Otten, and Lewis Brown. Kalamazoo coached by Nick Giard, as I just mentioned. 8-8, 2-3 in league play. Won their last two. A chance to get back to 500 in the league here. This should be a fun matchup. We thank you all for tuning in. Albion in black tonight. They got the letters and numbers in purple outlined in white. They got that white striping down the shorts, around the waist, and on the shoulders. Kalamazoo in white. Letters and numbers in orange outlined in black. Orange and black stripes down the side. Broadsword and Barton will tip us up to get underway. And the first possession of this ballgame will go to Albion. Their leading scorer is number 23, Cam Mays, averaging 14 points a game. Out an early three is good. We mentioned they don't take a ton, but Nathan Steinman, a 31% three-point shooter, gets the Britons on the board. They only hit about 5 a game. Do you think they're going to go back to that or go back inside as Bobby Samples tries a three? No good on the answer. Rebound to Mays.
I think they're going to, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think they might start using that, trying to get a little fancy.
Mid-range jumper, good for Marco Lucchese. Lucchese, a talented scorer. He scores at about 11.5 a game. Here comes Call downhill. Gets into the paint, spins, puts up with the left hand. Front iron, no good. Albion trying to push the tempo. Here comes Steinman. And then a travel call, the turnover from Jalen Flanagan. They get Carter Bandemir open for three. That's just a tad strong. Bandemir, the best overall shooter on the Hornets. Shoots it at about 38%. Scores about just under 12 a game. Lucchese trying to go inside to Barden. Barden gets it, goes up with the left and scores. Strong. 7-0 Albion to start this game. And you mentioned their best three-point shooter, Beck Willems, is out of this game. Perez drives and scores to get the Hornets on the board. Franklin again in an offensive foul, or rather Flanagan.
Zach, what do you think this Kalamazoo offense's goal needs to be? What do you think that their game plan, their attack, how do you think it should go?
Well, you know what they do. They play through Broadsword. I think they got to get him involved. He's, as Coach GR talked about in the pregame, we'll give you his thoughts at halftime as we were unable to bring him to you before the game. He's scoring over 10 a game, nearly 50% from the field. Obviously, he hit the game winner on Wednesday. That was wild. He's got it here.
Crazy shot.
Spins back towards the baseline, steps through. Lucchese knocks it away, but a foul. Broadsword will shoot two. First one away from Broadsword, rattles down. Broadsword struggled at the line on Wednesday in that victory over Alma. But on the year, he's a 54% free throw shooter. Goes 2 for 2. So after Albion starts out 7-0, the Hornets get the next 4. Some full court pressure from Samples applied to Steinman.
A little bit of a bump up between Steinman and a teammate.
They're trying to go into Barden. Flanagan looking for him. They get it there. Perez comes in for the steal. Ball on the ground. Knocked around. It's going to the Hornets. What do you think is different for the Hornets defensively after that run for the Britons to start it?
I think they got a lot more aggressive. I don't think that they came out with the intensity that the game requires. But I think that now you can look and you can see. I think that it's a big difference. They're just going after it.
Jody May is the head coach for Albion. He's telling his team to talk defensively. He's been around in his 16th year as the head coach. He is sitting at 198 career wins per my math and per the Albion website. So let's hope that's correct. Broadsword got Barden up in the air, drives, kick out. Bandemir, pump fake, steps back. Now back down low to Broadsword. He's got 5 to shoot. Backing down, spin, jump hook, right hand, no good. Britons bring it the other way. Here's Steinman. Now Flanagan in transition, slows it down, and Albion will get into their half-court set. Steinman driving on Samples behind the back in the lane. Stopped by Samples. Now we'll try and go up with the left. Blocked away by Samples. Out of bounds to Albion. How about that effort from Bobby Samples defensively?
Gotta love it. That's my favorite thing about Bobby Samples right there is that he gives 110% every single game, every play.
And as someone who's seen Bobby Samples play for years, he has always been like that. And as long as he is playing basketball, he will always be like that.
Those are the guys you want.
Mays got it on the inbound. Samples whiffed on the steal, and Albion scores to go back up 5. Samples gets it. Tried to give it to Broadsword. He turns it over. Lucchese took it away. Gets to the rim. Missed it.
Good pressure by Samples on there. Never gave up on the play.
Call. Transition. Bandemir gets a 3. Yes,
Money.
sir. He got it.
Money ball.
And then another turnover. Hornets with big-time numbers. Call will slow down. And then Broadsword turns it over. Steinman gave it back. Samples going to foul Steinman on his way up. And he will go to the line to shoot 2. So a couple of back-to-back turnovers.
Got a little hectic there
by both teams.
At the line, Steinman will shoot a couple.
Steinman, a 69% free throw shooter. Buries the first. As both teams will make some substitutions. Dougie Blackwood, the sophomore out of Tampa, Florida, in for the Hornets. J.J. Stevens, the sophomore out of Sturgis, Michigan, in as well. And for Albion, they make a substitution. Curtis Rhodes, the freshman out of Warren, Michigan, comes in. 2 for 2 for Steinman. We've played just over 4 minutes. Stevens gets the ball on the roll. It's blocked by Flanagan. Albion pushing the other way. Steinman, is he going to try and do it himself? He'll stop in the lane. Give it to Flanagan, who scores. 13-7, Albion leading. And what is right now a football score. Perez trying to drive, and he's fouled. I believe Steinman's going to get hit with it underneath. It'll be his first.
Albion foul on Steinman, his first, team's third.
13 foul on Albion in the first few minutes. Samples gets it. Out to Vandermeer. Stevens, they run this offense through him. Samples with 10. Got it to Stevens again. Shot blocked away by Rhodes, the 6'4 freshman guard. Albion's a little inexperienced. They do have a pretty diverse roster in terms of class, but they are lengthy, especially with their guards.
Yeah.
Rhodes just an example of that. Samples got it into Vandermeer. He's got 3 to shoot. Steps back. 3 is good.
Money ball.
Vandermeer with his second 3 already. And it's a 3-point game. Flanagan out to Rhodes. Pump fake. He will drive. Step into the lane. Floater. High glass is good.
Little awkward, but it worked.
Vandermeer gets it back trailing, and they will enter to Stevens again.
Thought he was going to shoot that for a second.
Rhodes is averaging about 3.5 a game. He's already on the board with 2. Vandermeer, he will shoot this one. Comes up a touch short. Ball's loose on the ground. Steinman's got it. It's still loose. Tapped out of bounds. It's going to go to Albion. As both teams will make some substitutions. So for the Hornets, Broadsword back in. They bring in Alex Roof, the senior out of Lawton, Michigan, and Lucas Hannafin, the sophomore out of Chelsea. For Albion, Deontay Roberts, the freshman out of Lansing, in. Also Nate Childers, the sophomore out of Thompsonville, Michigan. Mays is back in as well. They lost about 7 seconds on that scrum on the shot clock, so now they're getting into their offense, and they're already halfway through it. Roberts gives it up to Childers. Now they get to Barden. Roof there for the steal. Hannafin will slow down in transition. Samples will give to Broadsword. Samples thought about a 3. Blackwood, he's been hot recently. Kicks this out, Roof. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Broadsword wants it, and a foul is called on Mays. That will be his first.
The Kalamazoo offense looking a lot smoother there. Looking like a lot of intent behind those passes.
Roof manages to hold on to it underneath for now, and then they can't. A turnover. turnovers. Kalamazoo was so good on Wednesday at not turning the ball over. They've struggled a little bit today, and a foul going through the lane is on Mays. I believe it's on Roof. No, it's Samples. It's the second one on Samples. He's going to remain in for now.
He's got to slow down a little bit.
Roberts popped open, drives, goes up with broadsword. He couldn't finish. How about the athleticism?
Yeah, really got up there.
Samples crossing over on Mays. Tried to throw it into broadsword. He turns it over.
Got caught in the traffic a little bit there.
And now in for the Hornets, it's Gabe Sharp, and now it is time to introduce you all to Gabe Minutes. Carson, how familiar are you with Gabe Sharp?
Not very.
I'll tell you what you're going to get out of Gabe Sharp. When he gets the ball, he is going to put his head down and drive, or he's going to take a three. He's a very physical player. He's a very entertaining player.
It's like an action before thought kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Here comes another three. That's good for Nate Childers. Childers, a 31% three-point shooter, gives Albion an 8-point lead. Sharp's got it here. Gives it into Broadsword. Broadsword gives out to Blackwood. Now Sharp. Here comes a three. Yes, sir, he got it.
Money ball. What a shot.
That shot's going up when he gets it.
That's incredible.
Sharp missed the last 2 games because of an injury, and now he's back ready and better than ever, averaging about 9 a game when he plays.
Roaring start already.
And Childers answers with a mid-range J. 20-13 in favor of Albion. Blackwood on the wing, trying to throw it into Broadsword, managed to catch it. Blackwood out, pump fake. Now Sharp. Is he shooting this one? No, he'll get it back. He'll try again. Took a hit, no call. He missed up front iron. Britton's the other way. Thinking about 3 was Rhodes. Now he's driving, jump stop, kick out. And Albion will get into the half court. Mays drives, steps through the lane and scores. Timeout Hornets. Albion in control through the first 12 minutes. Or rather the first 8 minutes. We got 11:44 to go in the first half. Britton's on top of Kalamazoo, 22-13. Hornet basketball out of the timeout. Carson, what do you think they got to do defensively to settle in this game?
On the Hornet side of the ball?
Correct.
I think they just have to get used to this offense. I mean, this is a very strong offense by Albion. I think that they just have to, look at their strengths and then combat it the best that they can, which they definitely can.
Perez misses a shot around the rim after the feed from Sharp. Britton's the other way. Here's Roberts. Getting it. And battling, putting it up, is Bryce Essman. Essman just came into the game. He's already got 2, and it's a double-digit Britton lead. Sharp comes off the screen, driving downhill, step back, mid-range jumper. He missed everything. And now Sharp tied up with Essman, and a foul against Sharp.
Hornet foul on Gabe Sharp. That's his first, team's third. Returning for the Hornets.
As Bandemir and Samples will come back in. Samples comes back in with the 2 fouls. That surprise you?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you see the effort, but it's unlucky. He's got to be a little careful now.
Essman on the wing. Childers steps into a long two, and he hits. Britain's on fire to start this game, scoring over almost 80% from the field. Broadsword's got it. Swing across the Vandermeer. He gets a three, no good. Momentum continuing to run strong with Albion. Rhodes, a three of his own. It goes.
They're just dropping them in.
Albion will not miss right now. They got a 16-point lead. Hornets need a bucket in the biggest of ways. We're just halfway through the first half. Vandermeer gets a look. Back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Blackwood's got it. Sample's going to get a three of his own. No good. Mays the rebound. Albion, full domination right now. Rhodes, another one. He got it. It's a long two.
They are absolutely rolling from deep.
Blackwood a three. He can't answer. 18-point lead. Essman. Tries with the right. He couldn't get it. Finally, Albion comes up empty.
A little bit of grabbing there.
They were over 80% before that last shot. Blackwood. He'll get another three. This one no good. Hornets now 3 of 12 from deep. They're shooting a lot of them. They're not hitting them.
Yeah, man, I think they just got to slow down a little bit or speed up. This is a fast-paced game.
And it's thrown away. A turnover as Childers was trying to get there. Blackwood in transition.
There we go.
A bucket the Hornets need, and they'll quickly take another timeout. Wow. An incredible run for the Britons. They're shooting 76% from the field, but they're getting good shots. They're open looks they're hitting.
Yeah. They're just hitting the open guys, getting in the spots that the defenders aren't. But I'll tell you.
Continue.
I'll tell you what. This is all about how this Kalamazoo team as a whole bounces back. You get punched in the face. What are you going to do about it? So I'd like to know exactly what their coach is saying, but I think he's saying something kind of like that. Like, how long are you going to, get beat up until you finally swing back? And so coming out of here, I think that we're going to see the Hornets come and swing back.
8:36 to go in the first half. It's 31-15 Albion. The Hornets are struggling offensively. They've been trying to get shots up from beyond the arc. They've gotten a couple good looks. What do you think they got to do to get more in a rhythm offensively?
I think they just have to play their rhythm. I think that they're kind of worried about just putting points on the board, and they're kind of forgetting about their style. This is a team whose offense, when they are in rhythm, you can tell. It's like a song going on. So
I like that.
They just got to find it, man. They got to get in the groove.
Albion, a team that's only hit 5-3. The average is 5 threes a game. They hit 4. Does this mean you got to close out stronger on those shooters, or do you kind of hope and pray that they start missing?
I would not bet on them missing with how they've been shooting now. So I would definitely close out on the shooters and make sure that there's a big body in the paint ready to get that board and move up the court.
Stevens back in for Kalamazoo. For Albion, Barden back in, as well as Flanagan. Steinman in as well. Hornets go to the zone. This is their 3-2 look. They skip across. Flanagan, one more. Here comes a three, and it's good. Steinman again.
Yeah,
they've tied their season average for threes 12 minutes into this game. Perez trying to find a driving lane, and Flanagan had hands on him. It's a foul. It's the second one on Jalen Flanagan. I think that's the other goal. Get some fouls on Albion. Try and eventually get yourself 3 points at the line.
Absolutely. I think that this is, Kalamazoo's free throw percentage is, I believe, in the mid-60s.
Yeah, it's at 60, or I believe 64%.
Yeah, so, 100% get those guys to the line. And then in that, you build up a little bit of confidence, get the game going.
Vandermeer. Samples, thought about one. Hannafin, thought about one. Drives downhill, fades away, rattles around, no good. And Mays does an incredible job at tipping that around. Albion's got Samples on Barden right now. skip pass over the head of everybody.
Unintentionally smoking an innocent bystander.
I believe it hit one of the women's basketball players, Jackie Brines. She seems to be okay.
Yeah, she's okay. She's probably used to it. Happens a lot in basketball.
19-point Albion lead. Hannah Finn driving, leaves for Perez. He goes up,
Big
scores.
body basket. Yeah, I like that. That's a good strat.
Go to the zone.
Yeah.
What advantages do you think the Hornets are getting being in the zone?
Being a lot closer to that three-point line.
It's a 3-2 look. They've already made Albion eat up 2/3 of the shot clock. Perez tips it out of bounds with 7.
Almost scopes another innocent bystander. One of the cheerleaders this time. It's a dangerous game for all people, man.
Six to shoot. Lucchese, one more. Mays, a 3. In and out. Barden got the offensive rebound, though. Into a cutting Mays, and he traveled first.
I was going to say, looked a little skippish.
Would have been an incredible finish.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it before taking steps. Vandermeer thought about a 3. Here's Hannah Finn. Samples. Stops. Drives. Lost it. Gave it back to Hannah Finn. He turns, fires a 3. Misses everything strong. Britton's chasing. Barden. Fading away. He couldn't get it. And the Hornets will tip the rebound around. Vandermeer trying to get downhill, and he is a tough finish.
With some finesse on that ball.
8 points for Carter Vandermeer. He's been the bright spot of a struggling Hornet offense. They're back to the zone again.
And watch that back corner.
Steinman gives it to Lucchese. Left hand, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Britons. And they fall into more of a man-to-man look. Steinman trying to direct some traffic. 8 to shoot. Chelder's got a 3 and hit it. It's a long 2. Another long 2. Albion's lead could be even more if their foot hasn't been on the line so often.
Yeah.
Vandermeer found Stevens, and he somehow scored.
That was incredible in its own strange way.
Awkward angle, but he got it. Barden left all alone, and he scores. Perez trying to drive on Mays, spins, gives it up.
Thought about it.
Stevens to Samples, a 3. Gets
Money
down.
ball.
Hornets starting to find their rhythm on offense, and they got to find some stops now. Albion's led by as many as, I believe, 18 in this game. It's at 14 right now. They're content to slow it down. Barden in the high post. Lucchese got through the lane and scored as some Hornets got tripped up with each other. Samples got it down to Stevens, and that got knocked away. Steinman drives. Vandermeer swatted it away.
Said no.
Some aggression. Samples stops. Found Stevens underneath the basket open. He scores.
There we go.
Albion's going to take a timeout. Kalamazoo's gotten in a little bit of rhythm offensively, but now on the other end of the floor, what do they have to do to get stops?
To get stopped, I think they got to be fast and they got to be aware of everything because this Albion offense they try to do a whole lot. They try to confuse you, which is kind of what's going on right now. Like they're moving people around everywhere. Plus they got those 2 dudes in the paint, so they just have to know what's going on and know where to be.
Do you think they stick to the zone look?
I kind of like the zone look, but I mean, obviously Albion found some holes in it. I think that they're capable of performing well in both man and zone.
14-point deficit. Albion came out on fire. They've missed 1 3 tonight, 5 of 6, 83%. Their shooting numbers have calmed down a little bit, but they're still scoring at an incredibly high rate. Curtis Rhodes is back in. Broadsword, Roof, and Call all return for the Hornets.
Looks like they are going back to that man look.
Barden posting. They managed to find him. What a play design that was.
That was interesting, but I don't think it was a thing of the play. I think it just kind of happened. I thought that, relatively speaking, the Hornets defense did quite well there.
Call. A three off a screen is good.
Cash.
And now you got to get stops. They cut into the lead a little bit more. Mays has it. They slow down. Mays going to try and drive on Roof. The strong and physical Mays kicks it out to Rhodes. One more. Steinman. Stop by Samples. They're trying for Barden. Tip by Roof. Stolen. That is the 9th Albion turnover. That's the one thing they haven't done well in this first half is turn the ball over. Call. Drives. Goes up. Blocked away by Barden. Broadsword got it back and scores.
Go.
Unconventional, but it goes. Lucas Broadsword gets his first field goal of the night. Now the Hornets feeling it a little bit. They've got the lead to 11. They're trying to go to Barden. Broadsword knocks it away.
Samples is fired up right now.
Barden comes out. Esmond comes in. Esmond's a big, strong guy. 6'8", 222 pounds. He's more of the bruiser down there, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, look who's guarding him, man. You got Roof.
Nearly a turnover. They fall to the zone. They'll do that out of timeouts, and now 10 to shoot. Roberts has it. He's got 7 to make something happen. Mays with 5 into Esmond. Knocked away by Roof. It's loose. Esmond's got it. Shot clock runs out. A shot clock violation.
Yeah. We like that. What a save. What a save by Roof.
And Albion's going to take a timeout. Kalamazoo, after what some would say a bad start, has inched back into it. They still got a ways to go, but with 2:23 to go in the first half, they trail 42-31. Kalamazoo can cut the deficit to single digits on this possession if they can find their way to get a bucket. Neither team had any subs during that timeout. Roberts is going to D up Samples, who will start the offense and give it to Broadsword. That's been guarding him. They skip it across Bandemir. It's all about a 3. Broadsword turns a corner up at Lucchese and scores a strong basket.
Nice.
Was trying to get Lucchese his second foul. And then a foul going the other way. Esmond.
Yeah, Samples said, get that junk out of here.
So now a 9-point game with under 2 minutes. Esmond picks up his first. Hornets will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Esmond went for the steal. Broadsword kept it. Roof gets an open 3. No good. Samples trying to hustle for the rebound. Couldn't quite save it. Childers back in. Lucchese out. Childers, one more to Roberts. Back to Childers. He'll try another 3. It's just his day. 12 points in the first half for Childers. second official 3. Lead back to 12. Broadsword turns a corner again. Got it to go somehow. Nick Giard begging for a foul as Broadsword now with 8 points. Rhodes. And another offensive foul. It's on Roberts. Deontay Roberts picks up his first with 1:02 to go in the half as Barden comes back in. Call. An open 3. Bang!
Money ball.
7-point game. They continue to crawl their way back into it.
Under a minute.
Mays trying to drive, getting in the lane, floater good. He's so strong, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Broadsword to call. Their 9-point game. They got it to Broadsword. Spinning back, fading, and he's fouled. It's going to be on Rhodes, I believe. That will be his first. It is.
That's his first. Lucas Broadsword again to strike. 2 shots.
Broadsword will go to the line for 2. He's hit 2 from there already tonight. First one is good.
Keeps that 100% record clean so far.
First tonight, he is there. As Steinman will come in for Albion. Second one drops.
And he is foe.
Trey Bowling will come in for the first time. Bowling, a sophomore out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A little 2-2-1 press from the Hornets. Try and slow Albion getting into the half court. Rhodes gave it up, and now the Britons into their set. 15 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. They're going to take the last shot of this half. Steinman driving, right hand goes. And that will allow the first half clock to run out. Albion's going to take a 9-point lead into the break. And they did it with one of the best offensive halves you will see on this floor. A 49-40 lead going into the break. Let's take a look at the numbers. Albion 71% from the field. A lot of that because they did create good shots. They were 6 of 7 from 3, 85%. Hornets 44% from the field. They were 6 of 17 from 3, 2 of 2 from the stripe for the Britons, 4 of 4 for the Hornets. Kalamazoo leads in the turnover battle. Albion has turned it over 12 times. Hornets with 14. They have 13 points off of the turnovers from the Britons. Albion dominating in the rebounding category as well, though, 20-8. Part of that, they haven't missed many shots at all. They only have 3 offensive rebounds. You can't rebound if your opponent isn't missing shots.
Exactly.
Individual numbers, Nate Childers with 12, Nathan Steinman with 10 for Albion, Curtis Rose and A.J. Barden 8 apiece, leading them in rebounds. Steinman with 5, Cam Mays, Deontay Roberts each with 3, and Steinman with 4 assists. Marco Lucchese adding 3. Foul trouble for Albion, Jalen Flanagan, the only Briton with 2, a whole host of others with 1. On the Hornet side, Lucas Broadsword leading them with 10, Carter Vandermeer adding 8, Caleb Call with 6, Broadsword with 4 rebounds. And he also has 2 assists. Foul trouble for the Hornets. Bobby Samples with 2. That is it. Well, defensively, it's been the issues for Kalamazoo. Has been on the defensive side of the floor. What do the Hornets got to do? How do they get stops?
Well, I think that you've already started to see them get a little bit better in this later of the half here. And just, they were able to speed things up. They were able to be exactly where Albion was going to be. And, Albion's still a good team. They're going to make some shots. But I think there was a distinct difference between the Kalamazoo defense we saw before the break than after. And I think that that's shown in the score difference now than it was 15 minutes ago.
We're going to take a break for halftime. We will be back with you for the second half coming up. Your halftime score, Albion 49, Kalamazoo 40.
All right.
Second half about to get underway. And this one between Kalamazoo College and Albion College. Britain's leading it 49-40 at the break after a really hot first half shooting the basketball. Felt like everything they put up was going, and they were getting open looks. Hornets got to improve defensively. We talked about how to do that before the break. On the floor for Kalamazoo to start the second half, they go Carter Bandemir, Bobby Samples, Lucas Broadsword, Patrick Perez, Caleb Call for Albion. Marco Lucchese, A.J. Barden, Cam Mays, and an early kick. It's going to prevent a turnover. They also have Nathan Steinman, Jalen Flanagan on the floor.
Not going to lie, I'm not a fan of the kickball rule.
You don't think that it should be a stoppage?
I think you should be able to use your feet. I mean, not like passes maybe. That'd be cool.
Add like a soccer rule?
Yeah.
Broadsword's got it on the wing. Gives it Bandemir. He'll try a three with a hand in his face. No good. Barden pulls down the rebound. Mays driving on Bandemir. Bullies his way to the rim. Couldn't get it. Perez holds on to the rebound.
There we go.
Broadsword crosses over into the lane. Up, and Barden blocks it away. Barden's been everywhere for the Britons, both sides of the ball.
Can't be forcing stuff like that.
Shot no good. And Albion bringing it the other way. Simon thought about a three, now dumps it to Mays, and he's fouled.
You know, I wouldn't tell my players to foul, but I'll tell you what. Sometimes free throws are better than an open bucket.
Mays is a 72% free throw shooter. Albion's hit both of theirs at the line tonight. These are the first for Mays. He comes up short. He's played a minute. Nobody scored in this half. Second one for Mays is good. And so the lead back out to double digits for Albion. Broadsword's got it. Tried to give it to Perez, and then Mays picks up the whistle. That'll be his second. Bandemir pops open. They got Broadsword on Steinman. Broadsword got it back and scores.
Nice.
First field goal of the half for either side goes to Kalamazoo's Broadsword. He's into double figures. He's actually over double figures, 12 points.
There we go. I like that strategy. I like trying to go down low.
Mays, pump fake, drive on Perez.
Hey.
Tough shot, no good. Samples the rebound.
Good D.
Call, drives, and he shuffled his feet.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and he had Bandemir for an open three if he went extra pass.
He did.
Full court pressure applied to Steinman from Samples. Albion content to be a little bit slower. Mays to Barden. Steinman comes off the screen. A three comes up short. No good. Off the hands of Bandemir. It'll stay on this end. Casey will inbound, got it to Steinman. And Steinman will set it up. Barden gonna put his head down, kick out. Mays gets an open three out of it, no good. Albion misses their first 2 threes of the half. Already a different story than the first half. Broadsword's got it. Call, came open, up and he scores.
Yeah, we like those.
An impressive finish, and Broadsword with the assist. 8 points for Caleb Call. It's a 6-point game. Steinman, another 3. Front iron, no good. Hornets within 6. Samples racing up the floor. Leaves it for Call. Call, physical, gives it back to Broadsword. He's stopped, throws it back up. He couldn't get it to go, and a rebound to Albion. Mays. Step back 3. Got it.
Shot.
Call got it. Now Broadsword. Gave it back to Call. Call got it. Mays in the air. Now leaves to Broadsword. Up, and he scores.
Big body bucket right there.
Physical with the right. 7-point game. Hornet bench trying to stay energized. They get it into Barden. Steinman. Stopped. Slows it back down. Lucchese to Barden. Hands it back off to Lucchese. Lucchese driving, he stops. 5 to shoot for Steinman. Steinman trying to drive. Tough fadeaway, no good. Rebound to the Hornets.
Good defensive possession right there.
Call will slow the offense down. Broadsword. Hands to Perez. Perez. Easy way to the rim. He scores.
It was elegant.
And now the Hornet crowd getting into it a little bit for the moment. And then they kind of quiet back down. 5-point game. Barden trying to post up. Flanagan driving. Steinman, 10 to shoot for Albion. Here's Barden. You think it's going to be him, right? Instead, they give it to Lucchese. He drives, fading away with the left, bounces, and it drops. Perez managed to keep it in. Samples. He'll drive, skip it across to Bandemir. Jabs gives up. Now Bandemir got it back. Ooh. Down low to Broadsword. He's fouled. Second one on Steinman. Broadsword will shoot 2. He's 4-4 at the line tonight. Now they flip ends. First one is good. Blackwood comes in. He'll take out Perez. Essman, Rhodes in for Albion along with Childers. Second one is good. 5-point game, and Broadsword will come out. Sam Coleman will come in for the first time today. Coleman, a senior out of San Diego, California. Hasn't seen a ton of minutes. .55-50. Rhodes came open, pump fake, now he'll drive. Right at Coleman, and a foul called.
Yeah, he was there.
It's not a shooting foul. Coleman picks up a foul. His first. Hornets will go to the zone out of the timeout, or out of the foul, rather. Ooh. Samples deflected the pass. They swing it around. Rhodes gets a 3. No good. Rebound. Bandemir's got it.
Go.
They can cut this to one possession here.
And that's got to roll.
Coleman posting up. Samples trying to drive. Trying to split through the lane. Draws the foul. Got it up. Is this a shooting foul is the question. I think it is. I believe Bobby Samples is going to go to the line for 2.
There we go. And this gives Samples to cut the lead down to below 5.
And no, it is not a shooting foul, so we stand corrected.
Yeah, scratch that.
It'll be Hornet ball out of bounds. The foul was on Steinman. It's his 3rd. They're going to try and run Bandemir for a 3. No good. Coleman's got it. Vandermeer halfway through the clock. Spinning. Got it out. Samples. A 3 on the way. No good. Coleman the off. No, a foul. So Coleman comes in and picks up 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, that's yeah, but you need a physical player like that. I like the physicality and I like the intensity, and I think that that's kind of what these Hornets need right now.
They go to the zone. Steinman to Childers to Rhodes. Steinman nearly lost it, turned it over, stolen. Samples. Samples ahead to Vandermeer, he just couldn't finish.
Yeah, that would have been kind of nasty.
Childers, a transition in rhythm 3 is good.
It appears that Childers has a 20-piece.
He's approaching it. Call, fakes, and then Call misses Samples. And a turnover and kind of a deflating one at that. Childers has 15 points officially. I know our scoreboard up there shows 20. My numbers tell me 15.
On pace.
He is on pace.
On pace.
He's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, 6 for 6 from the field. It is Nate Childers' night. 8-point lead for Albion. Steinman to Mays. And a foul on Samples. That's going to be his third. Third one on Bobby Samples.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch that a little bit.
Hannafin's going to take him out. Broadsword back in for Coleman. Broadsword's got 16 points. Childers leaves it back and up and throwing it down Essman. And Albion re-extends the lead to double digits.
That's 6-8 for you.
Broadsword's got it. Vandermeer off the screen, a 3, got it with a foul!
Yeah, that was dirty.
A huge shot and a chance for one more.
That was a big old money ball right there.
Espin picks up his second. Vandermeer's into double digits. Vandermeer has one more. He's an 81% free throw shooter. And he hits.
That's a 4-point play.
A big 4 points, makes it a 6-point game. And now the Hornet bench getting into it. Steinman into the lane. They switch. They try to throw it to Essman. They get it to him. He turns around, in and out on the shot. Call fighting for the rebound and a foul. Going the other way, I believe, on Rhodes. It is. It'll be his second.
There we go.
9 total fouls called in less than 8 minutes of action in the second half.
That's impressive. You'd almost think this is a football game.
It's been a physical game all the way.
I believe there are a couple multi-sport athletes on here, with one being Lucas Hannafin, football and basketball.
That is true. Blackwood pump fakes. Got it to Broadsword. He's double teamed. Got it out. Hannafin splits through, and the ball tipped. No, not tipped.
Ooh.
He was looking for Call. And a turnover.
That's a tough play. I think a little bit of a miscommunication, but
Steinman got all the way to the rim, blocked away. Broadsword.
That junk out of here.
Hornets running. Vandermeer got it out. Hannafin, an open 3, no good. And now the Britons running. Steinman got it ahead, threw it up, got the foul. I believe Hannafin's going to pick this up. So Steinman will go shoot 2. He is 2 of 2 at the line tonight. Very good free throw shooter. Just a touch under 70 and he hits. So Perez will come take out Call. Barden back in for Albion. Closest Kalamazoo's cut this deficit to is 5. As Steinman misses the second, they can get it to that on this possession, or maybe more with a 3. Hannafin got him. No, he didn't get it. Couldn't hold on to the pass.
That was a thin window.
Steinman driving, got to the rim and scores. We're back to 9 points, where we started at this half. Blackwood handling to Broadsword. Perez gets downhill, goes up, contact, no whistle, and a rebound, Mays. Here he comes the other way. Mays leaves it for Steinman, one more to Rhodes. Hornets stop the transition. Albion can re-extend the lead to double digits here. Barden to Mays. Has it taken away by Perez. Perez with room, he'll go up, throw it down.
There we go. That's what they needed. They needed a breath of life, and now here we go.
7-point game. Crowd still trying to get some energy. As the Hornets need more stops, Hannafin pressuring. Rhodes has it. To Childers, to Barden. Steinman, a 3, got it. Albion continuing to stay hot. They're now 8 of 13 from the line. Broadsword got it on Barden. Right at him, and he scores.
Big body.
16, or rather 18 for Broadsword. Hornets are scoring. They got to figure out how to get stops. Mays on the wing gives it to Childers. Steinman, stopped by Hannafin. Still handling, now gives it to Barden. Barden, slowed down by Broadsword, now kicks it out. Mays, an open 3, that's no good. Hannafin grabs the rebound. Vandermeer in transition. A 3 is good!
Oh, yeah, that's a money ball right there, baby.
5-point game. 15 for Vandermeer, his 4th 3 of the night.
You can just tell. As soon as he lets it go, you can just tell.
Now the crowd really getting loud. Mays, drive, kick. Another shot for Childers. Got it again.
Man, having a little shootout.
4 threes, 7 for 7 from the field for Nate Childers. He's got 18. Hannafin gonna try and answer.
Ooh.
He doesn't. And Childers grabs the rebound as Broadsword fights for it. And this is gonna be Hornet basketball.
There we go. Roll Nets, baby.
Broadsword fighting for the extra possession. Nate Childers, by the way, averaging just 3 points a game. 31% shooter. He's hit every shot he's taken tonight. Samples back in as Steinman comes out. 8-point lead. Vandermeer running. He got an open 3.
Oh.
He got it!
Yes, Sirski. Give him another money ball while you're at it.
Albion racing. Childers driving. He's fouled by Hannafin.
That's that football player right there, baby.
It's on the floor. No shooting yet, but now Albion will be in the bonus on the next one.
I like that, though. You know what? I like that intensity. Let's keep it going. Maybe hold the fouls. But.
Deontay Roberts back in. Mays to Barden. Barden keeping it. Gives to Mays. Mays drives. Vandermeer there to take it away. Vandermeer racing down the floor. He'll go up and score.
And they can't catch him. They can't catch him. He's too fast.
3-point game. 1 possession game for what feels like the first time in forever. Crowd up and loud.
Absolutely electric right now.
Childers trying to go to Barden.
Sir.
Broadsword's going to get called for the foul.
Oh.
Why has Kalamazoo been able to have the success they're having?
Right now, dude, I think that they're just balling. Like, they're just, they're hitting their shots. They're making stuff happen. And on defense, they are more aggressive than Albion is right now. And I think that that's exactly where the deficit is coming from.
Barden has 1 and 1. He's a tad under 50% from the line. in a 3-point game with just under 8 minutes to go. Barden misses. Offensive rebound from Rhodes. Those are big. In a game where Albion has thoroughly controlled rebounding, primarily because they haven't missed many shots. Lucchese
staying on it
to Roberts. Roberts drives through it to no one. And the Hornets will get it. They can bring this within one, or they can retake the lead as Steinman back in. Broadsword's going to initiate. Vandermeer, they were looking to maybe get him a 3.
Let's see what they got brewing up in the lab.
Vandermeer steps back, goes back into Broadsword. He's got Childers on him. Trying to step through the lane. Samples thought about a 3. Vandermeer wants one. Vandermeer's going to get one. Vandermeer gets it! And he buries the 3!
Run up his money, baby.
3rd in a row!
Talk to him nicely.
In the game.
Talk to him nicely.
Tie game with 7:18 left. 23 points for Carter Vandermeer. He's got a 4-point play. A free throw can give him the lead. In and out. Maybe a little bit too much energy running through him. Regardless, it's a tie game. Crowd gets up. Hornets to the zone. Childers running the baseline. Steinman's got it now. They skip it to Childers. He hasn't missed today. He still won't miss today.
They got to watch that guy. They got to watch that guy.
Vandermeer has set his career high already. Samples, answer 3, no good. Nate Childers, 21 points, 8 for 8 from the field, 5 of 5 from deep. Albion still over 60% from deep. Steinman drives, stops. Jump hook with the right is good, and the Britons get the next 5 after the Hornets tie it. Call, stops. He's got an open 3, and he hits.
Oh, yeah.
We got a shootout in the zoo.
Give them their money balls, baby.
We're back to 2 points. Vandermeer set his previous career high against Olivet on Wednesday, and he's beaten that tonight with 23. Barden lost it, still loose. Samples fighting for it. Steinman threw it back to Childers. He spins, stops, 3 to shoot. Lucchese a 3.
No, sir.
No good. Rose the offensive rebound, put it back up and scores. 6th offensive rebound of the game for Albion, puts it back to a 4-point game. That's just deflating, isn't it? You get a stop, and then you give up an offensive rebound for a bucket.
Yeah.
Broadsword's got it. Samples pops out, drives, and Childers follows him. First one on Nate Childers. It's going to be 1 and 1 for Samples as the bonus has been initiated.
Love to see it.
Blackwood back in, Samples to the line, a 71% shooter. Barden comes out. Albion's going to go small.
I think they're going to try to speed it up a little bit.
Samples at the line for 1 and 1, in and out. And we stay at 4 points. Hornets go back to the zone again. Lucchese, kick out. Steinman gonna drive, nearly lost it, and then has to pull it back out. 10 to shoot. Lucchese's got it. Mid-range jumper, no good. Mays the rebound, back up, he's fouled. Couldn't finish.
Got to start landing those rebounds.
Yeah, offensive rebounds becoming a theme in the second half.
Can't score if we can't get the ball.
Mays will shoot 2. He's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. And He misses the first free throw. It looked good.
Maybe a little bit of a fear factor coming from this electric Kalamazoo crowd.
The Hornets will go small of their own. Mays hits the second, 5-point game.
We've been here before, though.
Vandermeer's got it. Mays going all the way out to guard him. Call to Vandermeer. Thought about a three. Trying to create some space for himself. Instead, it's Samples. 8 to shoot. Jump stop from Samples. Blackwood's got 5.
Do something.
Blackwood's got to go quick. He turns around. Oh, he got it! A long two. How does Dougie Blackwood get that to go? 3-point game again. Maybe that'll energize the crowd a little more.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Mays. Steinman running off the screen. Steps back, in some trouble, trying to find somewhere to go with it.
Samples
got it to
giving
Mays.
No room to breathe.
Under 10, Mays behind the back. Spinning, he traveled first.
Oh, baby. Roll nets, baby, roll nets.
Hornets get it back. 3:55 to go. Still a lot of time in this game, and this second half has been unbelievable. Broadsword getting ready to come back in. Call. Bobbled it, then he threw it away. Call turns it over.
Can't have that, can't have that.
Broadsword's going to come back in, taking out Roof.
That's a one-time thing, though. He won't make that same mistake again. Now let's see what this Kalamazoo defense can do.
Crowd back up. They're trying to run Rhodes, and now Lucchese posting up. Childers has hit a bunch already. Hop step into the lane, and he scores again. How about that?
That was a good bucket.
9 for 9. Vandermeer thought about it. And then a kick. I know you don't love that, but
I think it's a good part of the game.
it's a rule.
Yeah. I think it would add a little bit of excitement. You know, you send a little Lionel Messi kick up court. Maybe in a different kind of basketball, a little special kind of basketball.
I'm sure that exists somewhere.
It has to.
We have to do our research, but I'm sure that exists. All right,
Yeah.
3:09 left. Kalamazoo has crawled their way back into it. First off, what do you think they do on this offensive possession?
This offensive possession, I think that they need to get they either need to get a man open or they need to get a man in the paint. And I trust the paint a little bit better, but if you can get Brandemer open on the three-point line, I'd take him with that shot any day.
What about defensively? How do you slow down a guy like Childers?
Honestly, I don't think you slow him down at all. I think that you match his pace, and then that might slow him down. But everything's going fast right now. You got to be faster. This team, and that's what you see, especially in Samples and players, you know, like Blackwood. They're faster. You know, they're more aggressive, and that's how you get those stops. And you got to get those rebounds too.
Hornets with 3 timeouts remaining. Albion with 4. And a game that went from looking like Albion was going to absolutely run away with it to a 5-point game at one point was tied. Broadsword is going to be fouled by Steinman, and that's going to be his 4th. Samples, by the way, for the Hornets has 4.
It's risky business, but 3 minutes.
1-and-1 for Broadsword. Missed it long. Call's going to go get the rebound, though. And he's going to throw it at the rim, no good. And the loose ball is going to be to Albion. Just a tough break, don't you think?
Yeah.
You couldn't get that to go?
Very tough break.
The GR wanted a foul call. Hornets really could use a stop now. We're under 3 minutes. Still plenty of time. Childers to Rhodes. Kicks out to Lucchese. Under 10. Steinman. Mays comes to set the screen. Steinman, a 3, in and out.
There we go. We like that. We'll force those shots any day.
Broadsword held on to the rebound. Samples to Call. He pump fakes. Gets into the lane. Somehow got it to Samples. Who's going to score?
Sir.
Unconventional,
Yes,
but it works, and we're back to one possession.
Here we go.
Albion's going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
2:06 left.
Yeah.
79-76 Britons.
Roll Nets.
60-second timeout called by Albion.
2:06 left. If you're Nick Giard, Carson, what do you tell your team in the huddle on this defensive possession?
I think that they just got to keep up the intensity, and I think rebounds are a big must. I can see him putting two, taller players in there going after it and like running a big man scheme. I like that. I think that it worked in the first half, when their offense was rolling. I think that it could work now. So I think that, you get those big men in there, you get those rebounds, and then you control the game.
2:06 left on the other side for Albion. You got to imagine they're drawing something up probably for Nate Childers, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
He literally hasn't missed. He's 9 for 9 from the field.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, you got to, if your player's having a game, you got to let him have that game. And, it's going to help you win the game, as you've seen. Like, he is, tonight, he's unable to miss. The guy's on fire.
Albion average making 5 threes a game. Tonight, 10 of 18 from beyond the arc. Hornets are 11 of 27. They're 40%. They're not having a bad shooting day of their own right.
No.
That's probably part of the reason they've gotten back in this game. They trail by 3 here. Steinman content to work a little bit of clock. Rhodes comes open. Childers comes off the screen, gives it to Mays. Mays on Blackwood. Puts his head down and nearly turned it over. Rhodes got it. Steinman's got 5. 5 to shoot. Steinman driving. A tough mid-range jumper off the side of the backboard. Hornets get it. Call racing up. He'll slow it down now. Still plenty of time. Call's got it. They're trying to run Vandermeer open. They got him open. The 3 no good, and Rhodes there for the rebound. Albion running. Steinman to Mays. Lost it. He was out of bounds, though. It's going to stay with the Britons. Minute 21 left.
We like that, though. Better than a bucket.
Rhodes gets it in. Pump fake. Now Lucchese. They're trying to go to Mays. Steinman with it. Mays has it. Driving. Got to the rim, and he's fouled.
Yeah, nobody's happy about that one.
So Mays will go back to the line for 2. Blackwood got whistled. It's his first. 1:06 left. Mays has split both his pairs tonight. 2 of 4. First one is good.
4-point game. Not outside the reach of Vandermeer.
Second one good. We're back to 5. 81-76. They're trying to free up Vandermeer. They do free up Vandermeer. He takes a bump. He's fouled. And he will shoot 3. That might have been the biggest mistake Albion could have made.
Man, he's having some rough landing zones. Somebody's always right there.
Marco Lucchese gets called for a second. 3 free throws for Vandermeer. He has missed one tonight, 1 of 2. Hits the first. This is a big one. This next one can get it back to 1 possession. Second one away, got it. This one can bring it to 2 points.
Irish Spring Green.
They move Samples in. I would imagine some pressure coming from the Hornets. Vandermeer goes 3 for 3.
2-point game.
2-point game, just under a minute left. Hornets with some pressure. Rhodes to Steinman to bring it up. They'll walk it up. Fans wanted to travel. Albion will run it down now. And they will take a timeout. 46 seconds left in a 2-point game. You need one stop. If you're Albion, you got to imagine they're probably running this through Mays, right? He's been the guy they've given it to. He's their leading scorer on the year. You would imagine the ball's going to be in his hands going downhill, right?
Yeah, but I think it's going to take a long time getting there. I don't think that Albion really needs to rush at all. I think that they need to do the opposite. I think they need to give these Hornets as least amount of time as possible. So I think eventually the ball will end up there.
2 timeouts remaining for the Britons. Possession arrow in their favor. 46 seconds on the on the game clock. 18 seconds on the shot clock. On the Hornets on the other end, they're probably going to Vandermeer, right? Try and get him an open look.
I would.
He's 6 of 12 from beyond the arc tonight.
I mean, dude, I don't know what his percentage of getting fouled after 3 are, but it's like
it's happened at least twice.
Yeah, I think it's happened 3 times. So I mean, he's either going to get points from the shot or he's going to get points from the free throws after. So
26 points, a new career high for Carter Vandermeer. Nate Childers for Albion has 23. He is 9 for 9 from the field. To confirm if that's a career high, but in my mind, he entered tonight averaging 3 a game. That's got to be a career high. It is his season high in points. Britton's will inbound. Rose tipped and stolen by Broadsword. A steal. How about that?
Got to jump a little bit higher than that.
Blackwood. Craziness never wavers on this floor. We've seen 2 crazy finishes this week. Can they get a third? They're trying to free up Vandermeer. Now trying to go back to Broadsword. Samples has 10. Blackwood. He's going to drive. Get all the way to the rim. Couldn't finish. Samples the offensive rebound. Vandermeer steps back. Blackwood trying to drive. Got to the rim. Mays rejected. They're going to count it. They're going to count it. Tie game, 9 seconds.
Talk about a buzzer beater.
A goaltend will count this. We got a tie game. Kalamazoo is going to take a timeout. Dougie Blackwood, with some help from an Albion mistake, is going to tie it up. All right, 9.3 to go. What are the Britons doing, Mays?
Dude, I 100%. I think you got to free him up or maybe try to take something to the paint. I mean, they've been good at that, but they really need to make sure that they get this last shot if they want to secure this game.
Overtime could be a possibility. We saw it on Saturday.
We did.
And on Wednesday, we saw a buzzer beater. We've seen everything, and we're going to see even more. My goodness, what a ball game. Now, if you're Kalamazoo, are you putting on some full court pressure?
Oh, dude, I'm fighting with everything I got left. Like, my guys are going out there, and they're handling business, you know.
You want to make sure Albion doesn't get a chance to comfortably bring the ball up the floor, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. I think they should be all up in their face as possible. How do you feel about a foul?
No chance. It's 2 free throws no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
Tie game. Albion ball. They have the possession arrow in their favor. The shot clock is off.
All right, we see that full court press.
Rhodes back to Steinman. They're going to race this up the floor, and they're going to take another timeout.
Okay. That was smart.
So that's going to take about 3 seconds off the clock. I believe Albion is now out of timeouts.
Okay.
You think they're going to put Broadsword back on the inbounder again? They did it last time it worked, and they got a steal.
Oh, I would. 100%. And then yeah. I am curious to see because as a coach, you have to be, plotting something special up. This isn't like an ordinary play. Like, you need to get a shot off. You need to do something. So, I don't know. What do you think they're going to do?
I would imagine they're going to Cam Mays. I mean, he's been their kind of closer per se.
Yeah. But you don't need a 3.
No, you just got, he's a downhill player.
Yeah.
So he's the guy who's been the one who's driven. And so I would imagine they're going to him. But, of course, they'll probably have something with Nate Childers knowing he hasn't missed a shot.
Yeah.
Coming open.
It'd be a fairy tale story for him to make the last shot.
6.2 seconds, Albion ball. Are we going to get another OT contest?
You know,
or are
I'd
we
love
going to see Albion win this right here?
I'd love to see a good OT contest.
Samples will guard the inbounder. Barden is back in. They get it to him. Steinman going to get a three. No good. Loose ball. Broadsword got it. We're going to OT. No, we got a timeout. The Hornets call the timeout first.
Oh.
I believe so. Vandermeer's a little slow to get up. He gets up. He's a tough guy. So a timeout is called by Kalamazoo.
Let's see how much time they give him.
They're going to give him 1 second. Oh, my goodness. We saw it Wednesday. They got a timeout off, and they ran craziness to win it. You probably don't have enough time to do what Dawson Scoopin and I were talking about doing on Wednesday, which is throw up the court, call another timeout. It could have been what they did. Instead, Broadsword hit a game winner.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think you pull a Dawson Scoopin right there, Mr. Quarterback, and you throw that bad boy deep. Like,
you might as well.
You go for it.
So do you consider putting a guy like Trey Bowling in the game? He's only played, I think a minute tonight, but he's 6'7". You know, Connor Koke's your tallest listed player. We haven't seen anybody else check in, so.
I think they're going to keep the same people in right now.
Albion's going to bring in Nate Delaney. He just went to the table. He's a 6'7" freshman. I would imagine his sole job is guard the inbound pass.
100%. Cause as much havoc as you can.
Welcome to Kalamazoo College, where our basketball games are nothing short of nuts.
You said it. I mean, these last 3 games, they could have been a Netflix movie series.
All 3 home games within 1 possession. Kalamazoo had a 14-point lead at halftime last Saturday against Alma, won by 1 point in overtime on a broadsword steal. Wednesday, they had a lead against Olivet. They lost the lead, and Lucas Broadsword hit a game winner. Now remember, Vandermeer cannot run the baseline here.
Okay.
Are you trying to draw a foul? Maybe now another timeout. And Hornets will take their last timeout.
Use them all up.
You might as well. If this goes to OT, each team will get one back.
Yeah.
Are you maybe trying to draw something to draw a foul, potentially? You're in the next foul from either team puts you in the double bonus.
I think that if you had about 2 seconds, maybe. I don't think 1 second is nearly enough.
You probably got time, catch one dribble, put it up, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So I think it's literally get a shot up, and then, but, you know, of course, try to get the best shot possible up.
On the floor for Albion.
Hail Mary play.
It is Childers, Lucchese, Rhodes, Steinman, and Nate Delaney. For the Hornets, Samples, Vandermeer, Call, Broadsword, Blackwood. And you know Albion watched film on that Wednesday game. They said, we got to guard Broadsword.
Oh, 100%.
He runs deep. Blackwood will hoist. It's going to come up short.
So we go overtime.
We are going to overtime. The Hornets trail by as many as 18 in the first half. They trail by 9 at the break, and we are going to get 5 more minutes of free basketball here on Tisch Loveless Court. Zach Metz and Carson Balker, we thank you all for tuning into a phenomenal game. Overtime coming up next. It is time for overtime in the Zoo for the second time in a week. maybe it's just a Saturday home game thing, is that we're going to go to overtime on Saturday home games.
Saturday home games, man.
The next home contest for the Hornets will be on February 3rd. Guess what? It's a Saturday, and they host Hope College. That is going to be a big one. Their next 3 games are all on the road. Wednesday, they go to Adrian. Then next Saturday at Olivet. And then these 2 teams will play again January 31st at Albion. Broadsword and Barden to jump. For Albion, Wednesday, they go to Hope. As the Britons control first. Following that, they will go to Alma next Saturday. Rhodes got it. They were trying to drop that lob play to Barden again. They can't get it. Barden with it in the high post. Threw it to Rhodes. Got it. He spins and scores. First basket of the extra frame to Albion.
Gonna have to cover that up.
Vandermeer left wide open for 3.
Oh, baby.
Yes, sir. He got it.
Give him his money ball.
29 for the sophomore. Here's Childers to Rhodes. Hornets lead by 1. I believe this is the first time they've led since really early in this game. Steinman tried to dump it down, it's stolen. Broadsword tried to throw it to Call. Barden left open. Up with Broadsword, no good, and a foul.
Those are some dodgy calls right there, but
a tough scenario. Hornets wanted an over and back on Mays. So Barden to the line for 2. He's 0 for 1 from there tonight. Just a touch under 50%. First free throw comes up short. Broadsword picked up his second. The foul trouble scenario. Steinman's got 4 for the Britons. Samples has 4 for the Hornets. Nobody else with more than 2. Second one for Barden is good, and we are tied. We've played a minute of overtime. Call. Got left alone, gets a 3, too strong. Childers came away with it. Mays to Rhodes. They're trying to go to Barden. He's trying to fight for position. He's got it. Skips across. Steinman got an open 3, and he got it.
Yeah,
Steinman
cash.
with 21. Albion bench making noise. Vandermeer popped open for the moment. Drives, tried to throw it to Broadsword, turns it over. We approach the 3-minute mark in a 3-point game. Barden got it, kicked it out. Rhodes got an open 3, he got it.
6-point game.
6-point game, 90-84. And a throw, the ball went off a call, almost inexplicable. And the life feels like it's been sucked out of this place. They're trying to go back to Barden. He's been the distributor. He's got 4 assists today. Steinman trying to drive. In trouble, gave it out to Mays. 10 to shoot. Mays faked the 3. Now driving. Stops, gets to the rim and scores. Albion leading by 8. 2:23 left, and they are fired up.
All right, now it's time for the Hornets to start to get fired up. They need something here.
Yeah, you figure they got to get a bucket here. Where are they going?
Need a couple buckets. I think they're going to go to Vandermeer.
Vandermeer's been the guy, 29 points. He's hit 7 threes. Hornets lone lead of the second half. Really second half overtime came on that Vandermeer 3 to put him up 1 right at the start of overtime after Albion scored. It's been for the Britons, Cam Mays with 13. Barden's got 4 assists. He's been a great distributor down in the post. For the Hornets, Vandermeer Broadsword with 18 points. 2:23 left. You got to get a stop, then you got to start. You got to get a bucket, and then you got to either start fouling, which I don't think they would do yet, or they got to get stops.
They need to get stops. I think they're going to get stops as well. They were a little bit sloppy coming out of there you could tell that they weren't really in the groove. But I think this team will do it.
Hornets don't have any timeouts left. They use their lone one right then and there. They'll roll it up. Blackwood off the screen, trying to create some space for himself. Gets it back, out to Samples. Samples stops, try to get the broadsword. Still loose, Blackwood has it, knocked out of bounds. It's going Albion. A turnover at the worst time. They go to the 2-2-1 here. Rhodes, he's trapped, in trouble, got it out to Barton. And now Barton in trouble, nearly threw it away to Rhodes. He got to Steinman. They play it out, 10 to shoot, we're under 2 minutes.
Got to go up and get him.
They're trying to get to Barton, who's on Samples. They do. He's cutting, they couldn't get it to him. Rhodes, Childers, he hasn't missed it, and he didn't get it off, which is fortunate because it went. A shot clock violation.
And still yet to miss. This guy is on.
That's a break that the clock ran out because Childers hit another one.
That would have been the dagger right there.
Minute 36. Samples, a step back three, no good. Barton the rebound.
Got to get up.
And the Hornets will foul. And so 2 free throws coming for Steinman, who has been perfect at the line tonight. Curtis Rhodes, how about this? He's hit 2 big threes today. He was 1 for 7 on the year entering tonight on threes. Steinman's got 2, 3 for 3 at the line tonight. As mentioned, just a touch under 70%. First one is good. Albion's offense exploding in overtime like it did early in the game. And Steinman goes 2 for 2.
Making it a 10-point ball game with 1:24 left to go.
It would take an incredible comeback here as the air feels like it's just been deflated out of here. Call trying to drive. Bannerman, you know they want to get him a chance to hit an open 3. He's stopped. They're taking a lot of time here. Bannerman over to Call. He's going to drive. He's stopped. Nearly had it ripped away, and then Rhodes was out of bounds.
Hornet ball.
1:02 left. Samples looking for somewhere to go with it. It's broadsword. He misses. And Mays the rebound. Steinman's got it. Albion probably going to be able to salt this away. Overtime, they put on a performance like they did in the first half as Samples trying not to be the one to pick up his 5th. Bandermere's going to do it. And Bandermere picks up his 1st. Steinman will go back to the line for 2. 45 seconds left. Why was Albion able to take such control in overtime?
They just came out swinging. They were out. They were ready to go, and I think that was shown by the score. I always get so quiet whenever there's free throws going on.
You take on the noise level of the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, also got to respect the shooter as well. But, yeah, I think Albion, they just came out ready to go. I mean, they were all engines roaring. Everything was going.
Steinman splits. It's an 11-point game. Under 40 seconds. Broadsword to Samples. Tried to give it back, and then Steinman picks up the foul. Steinman's going to foul out of this game right here.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's going to end. He's going to leave as of right now as Albion's leading scorer with 24 points.
What a game, though.
Roberts will come in, an incredible game at that. As Steinman will leave with a hand from the Albion fans in attendance. Broadsword will go to the line for 2. He hits the first. He's now 7 of 8 at the line tonight.
One of the better free throw shooters on the team as well.
Tonight he is. Grant, only 3 Hornets have taken free throws, and Vandermeer and Broadsword have taken, of the 15 Hornet free throws, they've taken 14 of them. Childers in some trouble, and he's fouled. 35 seconds left in a 9-point game.
Vandermeer with the second personal. Childers at the line.
And the first miss of the day for Childers comes at the free throw line. Kind of shocking. He's 3 of 4 entering that one from the line tonight. And with how hot he shot tonight, second one goes. Samples gets it. Call. Has to try a deep 3. No good. Roberts rebounds. And he is going to be fouled by Blackwood. 23 seconds, and Albion gonna pull away and hold on and win this one. As we mentioned, coming up next for them on Wednesday, they will have a big road game at Hope. These 2 teams will meet again in Albion on January 31st. As Kalamazoo's about to begin a 3-game road trip as Roberts misses that one.
Where are they going for the road trip?
They will start Wednesday at Adrian, next Saturday at Olivet for round 2 with them, and then they will go to Albion again on the 31st, as mentioned. Samples will race up in an 11-point game. Leave it for Vandermeer. Another 3 is going to rattle out. Barton's going to hold on to it. And this game will end a Britain victory as Roberts will dribble it out. Albion gets the overtime victory over Kalamazoo College. They improve to 8-9, 2-4 in league play. Hornets drop to 8-9 as well, 2-4 in league play. Middle of the league is just a log jam right now, and it's probably going to stay that way for the near future. You're about to begin 3 games on the road for Kalamazoo. What do they got to do to put this one out of mind and refocus on those 3 games on the road upcoming?
Well, they need to look at their strengths, obviously. You know, they did have quite a few strengths this game. They played very, very well, except they also have those weaknesses where they kind of fell out of that groove and they stopped playing like themselves. And I think that they need to focus on the weaknesses more and getting rid of those, because when you get rid of those, this is a fantastic basketball team. A fantastic basketball team that can do fantastic things. So I think that we're going to see that in this next game, hopefully.
97-86 your final score in overtime. Albion outscores Kalamazoo 16-5 in the extra session. We look at the final numbers. Albion, an incredible shooting night, 61% from the field, 57% from 3. Hornets at 44%, 36% from deep. 21 Albion turnovers to 13 for Kalamazoo. The Britons dominate the rebounding battle, 42-24. The individual side, Nate Childers and Nathan Steinman, the leading scorers with 24 apiece. Curtis Rhodes adding 14 and Cam Nays with 13. Leading them in rebounds was Steinman, Nays, and A.J. Barden with 7 apiece. And in the assist category, Steinman had 6, Barden with 4. For the Hornets, Carter Vandermeer sets a new career high with 29 points, including 7 threes. Lucas Broadsword adding 20. Caleb Call with 11 in the rebounding category. Broadsword 8, Call 4. Patrick Perez and Bobby Samples 3 apiece in assists. Broadsword with 5, Call with 4, Samples with 3. That's just about going to wrap up this broadcast. We thank you all for tuning in. Remind you, our next broadcast of Hornet men's basketball will be in let me do math in my head real quick, 2 weeks when they host Hope College on Saturday, February 3rd. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday when the Kalamazoo College women's basketball team is back at home. Once again, we thank you all for tuning in. From Tisch Levels Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center, my name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Your final score tonight, one more time. In overtime, Albion defeats Kalamazoo 97-86. We thank you all for tuning in, and have a great night.